Hey guys, what's up? Jared here. Just doing the ramblings of an LGS owner, and you'll have to excuse me. I'm still pretty stuffed up and congested from whatever the hell it was last week that me and the family had. So there's not like a whole bunch to go over this week. For one, like last week, I was living on the bathroom floor for a little while, so like I didn't really pay too much attention. And recovering this week, I still didn't really pay all that much attention to stuff. I mean, I kind of like touched on some things, kind of checked in on some stuff and everything, but like ultimately, I dropped the ball. I really just didn't pay attention. I was more concerned on you know, not having a terrible time being sick, and then the entire family was sick, so fun times. Anyways, so just some quick notes here. Um, I guess to just address like the elephant in the room, so to say, not like there's a big thing going on, but like Black Friday sucked. It was still okay, but like overall it sucked, and it sucked for a lot of places. And I believe that's just the current economic climate that everyone finds themselves in right now. And that was understandable. Was kind of hoping for a little bit better, but then again, deep down inside my black little heart, I knew that that was going to be the case. So, like, when it panned out to be the case, I wasn't really surprised. Wasn't too disappointed either. It just kind of like was right there where I thought it would be. Um, and then like as far as the secondary market goes with like Magic and other stuff for Black Friday and all, since there wasn't really like Magic dumps like there had been, um, I think that kind of made some people a little like butthurt because they weren't going to be able to get draft boxes or whatever for $50 a pop, like they had been. Like, so they had no real choice but to either go to their LGS and participate in what little Black Friday sales they may or may not have had, or just go to TCG and participate in the like little 10% store credit thing they had going for sealed and singles or whatever. Like, so your options weren't really all that grand to begin with. So I think everyone just kind of was like, all right, this is what I have to do since there's not going to be an Amazon dump, which is great. You had normal Amazon sales, like, the Brothers War Collectors was on sale for like 130, I think it was 130 or 150, somewhere around there, um, which is lower than what you can get through distro. Um, so that was cool, but I wouldn't have considered that a dump. There was a couple other random things too, where it was like 10%, 15% off, or whatever, like normal sales. And I think a lot of people were really disappointed with that. So that's why you saw kind of like the day after Black Friday or whatever. Yeah, it sucked as far as sales and shit goes, but like people wanted to buy stuff, so they ended up just being like, well, fuck it. I guess if I'm not going to save as much as I thought I was, I'm going to spend a little bit anyways. So I think that's what happened to make I guess to make the market kind of look like it rebounded a tad bit, which it did, but it didn't because it was forced. It wasn't just something like that was naturally made. It wasn't like organic. It wasn't like everyone just chose to be like, you know what, I've got this extra money, let me do this. It was literally, fuck, there was no sales worth my while. I have some money saved back up. I'm not going to be able to get exactly what I thought I was going to get, but let me at least get something. I think that's what happened. Um, so as far as Amazon dumps go, I'm in line with a lot of people where I think we have seen the last of them for a little bit because let's be honest, they were just dumping a bunch of overprinted products that they needed to get off the books. And once either they dumped whatever arbitrary number they may have had, or they just decided that, okay, it's acceptable, they just stopped, and that was it. Because you didn't see any dumps with anything like substantial, like you didn't see any, I don't, I don't think so, like any Commander Masters dumps or anything like that. Lord of the Rings, Warhammer 40K decks, anything that was like strong at the moment. It was literally like, you know, Crimson Vow, Midnight Hunt, New Capenna. I think like Zendikar Rising was on there. Just the crap product that people wouldn't normally touch with a 10-foot pole. So yeah, once they hit their little arbitrary mark, that's it. They're done. I don't think we're going to see dumps for quite a while. You can say good guy WotC all you want, like yay, they're not dumping stuff to help correct the secondary market, but no, I wouldn't put that little shine on their armor. The other thing that kind of has me curious is Ravnica Remastered. That's coming up next month on the 12th, 14th, 17th, somewhere around there. I don't think it's gonna do very well. It'll do, but I don't think it's going to do very well. Um, just mainly because like it's like remastering that entire block it sounds cool, and I mean like yeah, you're going to get your shocks and stuff like that, but like as it stands right now, if you really wanted shock lands, you can go buy them for 25 or less on TCG Player right now. So I don't think that the shock lands are going to be the draw that they want them to be. Probably going to be serialized cards, I guess, in the collector's packs. I haven't really looked, to be honest with you. You think I would, but again, like, been sick, so the Fux level has been seriously low. But you'll probably see serialized shit in the collector boosters. If the rumors are true and they cut down on the print run for everything, good as far as a collector standpoint goes, dirty investor if you want to call people that or whatnot. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to be enough to really make a difference. If they do a really short print run on the collector boxes, that's cool. It just means they're going to be more expensive. Like right now, I think they're sitting at like a $300 pre-order on Amazon for a collector box. So that could possibly go up. It could possibly go down. I'd say probably go up before it goes down. But I guess we'll see. Kind of curious as to what we're going to see with people opening the product and like the singles and stuff that you can just find only in the collector boxes if it's going to be as low supply as I think it's going to be. So that's going to really hurt the just buy singles people like I've been warning about, because like I'm only getting a case, maybe like a case of each. So like I know it's not a big number or anything like that, but if I'm scaling back like that, I can only imagine what other stores have been doing, because that's all I've been hearing on the internets is stores are just scaling back in general, which is fine because, again, I don't think this remastered product is going to do great. Will it be like a strong product as far as like cards and what they reprint and all that good stuff? Yeah, but so was Dominaria Remastered, and I mean they printed the ever-living shit out of that set, and everyone was like it's hot garbage, which, I mean, you're right, but you're wrong. Like, the cards they reprinted, badass, needed them. It's a great staple set, but like value-wise, yeah, it's pretty much garbage. Which I think is what we're going to see with this Ravnica Remastered crap. because I don't even think I'm gonna bust open really anything for singles. I'm just gonna sell the sealed product and let that go. I might do like a box each just to kind of get a feel for the product, but I really don't think I'm gonna do that. But we'll see. Um, then after that we've got the murders at whatever the hell manor, whatever the fuck that set is called. That's when the play boosters start, and that's kind of what I'm way more interested in versus Ravnica Remastered. Like I've said in previous videos, I think this is going to be terrible. You're the first couple of sets that just have the lineup of collector, play booster, your bundles, and your commander decks. Your first couple of sets, they're going to sell because that's the only options there, and everyone's like, well, let me give it a shot. Let me see what this is all about. But I think after like the third set that has the play boosters, that's when you're gonna that's when you're gonna see the big like, I'm done. Sorry. The big like, I'm done with this. And that's when we will see like singles skyrocket. There'll be dumps to just get stuff off of the books, and then that's when people will buy. But if you're a shop and you're having to fire sell shit just to be able to afford the next lineup, you're not going to get as much of the next lineup as you did the previous. Like if you got, I don't know, 20 cases with this first shit, and then you had to fire sell everything to be able to afford the next, you're probably going to drop down to 15 cases and then slowly go back down if shit ends up being as terrible as I think it's going to be as far as the sealed, like selling sealed goes. So yeah, because like I've said before, play boosters on my end are going to be between that 115, 120 mark, depending on how many you get. Like if you're WPN or not, you save a couple of bucks per box. If you haggle with your distro, you can save a couple of bucks, et cetera, et cetera. But it's going to be between that 115, 120 mark, like a box for just me. And I know that around here, prices vary and everything, but like people were griping about having to pay 120 to 140 for a set box. And that's going to be your normal price for a set booster. A play booster now, when it comes out, is that 120 to 140, maybe even 160, just depending on, I guess, what happens. So I can only imagine that it's going to be super, super damn hard to just move the sealed product. And then again, like I keep saying, with the whole just buy singles thing, singles are going to get more expensive because there's going to be less sealed product being cracked open. So look for that snowball to be a thing, as I keep saying, to try to get people to be like, well, maybe I should buy a box or two just to avoid having to pay $30 for a card that I'm missing versus like 10 if there's enough supply. And then that also begs the question of if the ROI on the boxes is going to be worth stores actually cracking open boxes to sell for singles. And if that kind of arbitrage or whatever the hell you want to call it happens, that'll be great for shops for a little while, until distros figure it out. And then, because like WotC and Hasbro, yeah, they're dicks, but like your distros can be complete dicks too, because like let's take Lorcana for example. If I'm not mistaken, like we'll just talk about Wave 1, the first set or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, boxes for the first wave were 60 or 70 bucks a piece, like maybe 75. Now, those boxes with the waves that are coming back out, those boxes are running like 90 a box, just because the distros know they can crank up that price, and you know, most LGSs are going to buy it. I'm not. I'm done with it. Like, it had its had its time. You know, good for it. But like, I'm done dealing with it. People aren't going to want it anymore. They've apparently printed the ever living crap out of the first edition, so there's you're going to be able to buy a box no matter what. And if you wanted the first set, you've already got what you wanted out of the first set. So like, I'm done with the first set. But anyways, my point there was like, your distros will be like super quick to just bump up the price too on your end, because they know on the secondary market you're making money, and they want their little cut of that possible extra bit also. So, you know, it is what it is, nature of the beast and all that good stuff. But like, you know, then if your distro is price gouging you, you've got to price gouge your customer base, so you end up looking like a dick. Which is kind of, I guess, what is supposed to happen. Like, your LGS is just your human meat shield for your distros and WotC or whatever your chosen card game might be. So that's just how it is. But yeah, so back to the, price sensitivity of most players and stuff nowadays, which is understandable because shit's rough. But I don't think people are going to be buying it. I really don't. I think Ravnica Remastered is going to end up being a flop. And I don't mean like flop as in like going to zero. I just don't think it's going to be that great. It'll probably end up being like most shit is 6, 7, 8 months down the road after it's been in print or whatever, and then people but when people realize that, oh, this card from this is great with X other card or whatever, I think I want to buy some Ravnica Remastered. And then they're like, why isn't there Ravnica Remastered to buy? Because you didn't show any interest in the first wave, so we gave up on it. And that's what happens. Because, like, if that happens, which I think it probably will, then it'll still end up being the stupid little thing, like I said, with the distros, where, like, they'll just charge us an extra $40 because now everyone wants it, and then we'll be like, damn. Or they'll force us to take some other kind of toxic asset just to be able to stock Ravnica Remastered, like they did back with, what was it, Double Masters, where they were forcing LGSs to buy Baldur's Gate in order to get Double Masters. So, yeah, anyways, like, I guess I'm just rambling now. I still have, like, the fog brain. The poor squirrel up there is still doing squirrel stuff, but it's at a really slow speed. Yeah, I guess that's all I got to ramble about as far as just general market bullshit goes. As far as local stuff goes, like, we're going to do bundles for the holidays, like Commander bundles, Digimon bundles, Yu-Gi-Oh bundles, maybe some Pokemon bundles. I don't know. We really just dabble in sealed with Pokemon, so we might do something there. And then, we'll probably have some kind of a Christmas sale or some shit like that. So look out for that. As far as like events and stuff goes here at the shop, like, there's noticeably been a drop off in participation in kind of almost everything. But again, we're somewhat of a college shop because Clemson is 5 minutes down the road. So that's expected. But like, and I'm not really trying to be a dick when I say this either, but there's always something going on here at the shop. There's a calendar on the website. The Facebook page has everything listed. The Discord has everything listed. Like, there's stuff going on. And if you guys want to participate in whatever is going on in that day, then show the hell up. Like, I don't know how more clear to be about that. But like, if you want stuff to happen at the shop, then show the hell up and do it. If you're gonna have the, well, no one's gonna be there, so I'm not gonna go, then yeah, no one's gonna be here, and no one is gonna be playing it, and we'll drop whatever the hell is going on that day because no one showed up to play it. Um, so, again, not trying to be a dick, but like, we can only lead a horse to water. We can't force it to drink. So, you know, I guess that's kind of really like the only thing that's been like nagging me as far as like locally goes with the shop. Um, like, come on, guys, we try. We just, we can't force you to do something, and like that's cool if you just don't want to participate in what's going on that day. Like, daily focuses and everything is not all that's going on at the shop. If it's like I don't know, like Tuesdays, if it's Oathbreaker, Pokemon, and God, I can't remember what else it is. Like, anyways, it's like three things going on Tuesday, and like, yeah, it's a daily focus. But if you just want to come in and play Commander, that's fine. Like, every day is Commander free play up here at the shop. Just because it's a focus doesn't mean you have to come up here and play that. But anywho, yeah, just like I said, I think that's really about the only thing like local wise that has been grinding my gears. Yeah, just giving opportunities for random things to try and like kick off and everything, but no one really shows up. And I guess I get it, but at the same time, like, don't complain if there's nothing going on up here at the shop for like, I don't know, Digimon or Pokemon or One Piece or anything like that when we've tried to do stuff and people only show up on, like tournaments or whatever, which I guess that's understandable too to get your packs and promos and shit. So like, I guess that's a bad example, but you know what I'm trying to say. Um, you know, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Um, you guys have a good one. And again, I getting over this being sick shit. I'm probably a little more aggressive than I should be, but the fucks given meter is extremely low at the moment, and yeah. But anyways, despite me being a dick, I love you guys. Y'all take it easy. Try to enjoy yourselves out there. You know, remember, life's not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard. Um, just try to enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. Be safe, and I'll see you guys around the shop later.